Hello everybody, I'm Paul Higgins and welcome to the 2014 Kia World Extreme Games right here in Shanghai, China in the Yangpu district. Today outside the Zhongguan Stadium, the crowd going in. Let's check out all the great action. Coming up, we'll be looking at some speed climbing. Quarterfinals getting ready to start, and 5 of the 8 are in the quarterfinal, are in the top 10 in the world. So get ready for some great women's speed climbing as we get set for another round here. Again, our round of 16 is now round of 8. Head-to-head competition here. Again, we have 2 fantastic climbers. And Josh, when you look at these 2 athletes, Esther had just a great run her first time. Tamara on the left,
there she is.
Esther and
Look at
Bruckner
that
on the right.
Incredible start. She's just really has those first moves wired. And look at this, exploding through the first roof, making it look easy. And Esther is not an easy opponent.
Again, as Josh talked about, these roofs, as they're getting ready to cross now at the 11-meter mark, is 1 meter wide. So right here, she's inverted, has to go over it. You can see a great shot of there.
That's right. And both Tamara and Esther are ranked in 21 and 23 in the world.
Tamara Kusetnova will move on. So a great run for her on the left side. Alina and Margot Aites getting ready to go head-to-head. And of course, we have number 4 taking a number 5 coming into this as they ranked out as we got started away with the qualifying rounds. And so 2 good competitors going head-to-head right now.
That's right. And Alina is number 1 in the world right now. Margot is number 8. So this is going to be a fantastic route. But I think we should watch Alina. She's probably going to explode off the start. And the Russians, again, their hand and feet are super precise. Right off the start, and her feet right into the holds that they need to be. But Margot with an incredible start. Look at that.
Crosses the first mark at the 7-meter mark on that roof, the first roof. Again, they're pretty even right here, Josh.
That's right, but it's all going to come down to the upper roof, and there Alina is taking a little bit of an extra movement, and she's going to explode up to the yellow hold. Getting that right foot across is key. As soon as they get that right foot across, they can stand up and pull themselves up over the roof.
Got to be excited about that as Alina will move on.
Number 5 in the world, Yulia versus Maria, number 3 in the world, both from Russia. Yulia, last year's champion. This is going to be a fantastic route.
Well, either way, Russia will advance, right?
That's right.
Yulia, of course, and Maria Krasavina.
And Maria with the upset over the Punta Rica from Thailand in the earlier round, because Maria was a lower seed.
I think I would have to go with Yulia, on this one, since she won it last year. But again, as you said, Maria is a fantastic athlete, and you just don't know.
It's hard to say, but so far Yulia's times are much stronger. And look at how fast Yulia is off the start. Straight up into that upper section, and she's just going to fly through the blob hold up to the green bucket. And now she's on to the upper triangle, and oh, we've got to fall.
That's right. So Yulia can take her time as she will go up. She will advance as we have our first fall in our competition, and you got to be disappointing there. Yulia will go up. She'll touch the touchpad, and she will advance. Anuk Jubair will come up to face Tita Supita, and Tita Supita, as you mentioned, was an upset.
That's right. Tita had a much slower time this morning than Anna in the previous round, but then she knocked 11 seconds off of her time. That's improving an unbelievable amount. And I would expect a similar improvement now. Maybe not 11 seconds, but it's going to get faster.
Tita Sepita on your right, taking on Anouk Joubert on the left from France. Again, good crowd on hand here at the Kia World Extreme Games, our 2014 edition. So happy you can join us as they are off and climbing the wall.
And look at that. Always a little slower start for Tita. She's a little bit shorter, and she's got to cover some more distance, but I think you're going to see a
little bit of a slip.
That's right. And look at Tita taking advantage, and she's going to cruise through that section. It looks like another upset.
Can Joubert take advantage right here? Tita Sepita's having a little bit of trouble.
Oh my God, look at Joubert with an incredible move through the roof. She really unlocked that sequence quickly and incredible. Tita Sepita knocking another 5 seconds off of her time.
The Kia World Extreme Games will be right back with more heart-pumping action after the break. Welcome back to the Kia World Extreme Games. Let's rejoin the action from these top international athletes in this spectacular event. 4 climbers left. That means we are now in our semifinal of the 2014 Kia World Extreme Games Women's Speed Climbing Finals. Tomorrow gets ready to take on Alina, and this should be a great climb at the wall.
This is going to be a fantastic match. Alina, #1 in the world. Tamara, 21st in the world. Tamara with the experience in the event and some of the fastest times so far. It's going to be close. You see that foot pad that they're standing on. If their foot comes off that pad too early, that indicates a false start. And there was a little bit of a change in the technique. We can look at that. Tamara with a faster way through that first volume, and it looks like it's going to be easy for her. But let's not count Alina out yet. Anything is possible as they move through the second roof. Tamara just making quick work.
On the left-hand side, Tamara has the lead. A little bit of a slip
there from Tamara.
And it is edge to edge right here. Tamara jumps up and touches the touchpad, and she will advance to the final.
Wow, Alina came on really strong in the end there.
You saw that slip, and how much of an impact did that make?
Well, watch this right here. Alina takes the dyno to the right, but just that little swing to the right was enough to let Tamara get a huge advantage.
To get some air back in those limbs of hers as that lactic acid builds up, as you say, but she's pretty pumped up right now.
That's right.
As Tamara will advance into our final. But who will she take on? Will she take on Yulia or Tita Sepita? And Tita Sepita, she found herself in this situation last year, but it was in the final. Now she faces the same girl to get to the final.
That's right. And last year, Yulia was just a little bit stronger competitor, but this year, I think Sepita had the fastest time in the quarterfinal, and I think she's the one to beat in this one.
Here we go, Tita Sepita on your right, a little bit faster to the first.
This section is really difficult, and having the power to reach out left there is key.
Yulia on the left has a little bit of an advantage, but Tita Sapita gaining some ground on the second roof, which is 1 meter. Oh! Going down will be Yulia. And Tita Sapita, if she can just keep and maintain, she will go all the way up and touch the touchpad, and she will advance to the final. Pretty amazing.
Incredible. Guaranteeing at least the same finish as last year. Look at this.
Tell us what happened here.
She just had a hard time setting on that hold
Slipped.
and was fighting, and her right foot slipped off the big blob, and that was it.
Our final awaits, but we get set for the bronze medal climb. And two outstanding athletes going to head. Both of them thought that they could be in the final, but they will have to settle for what will be a bronze medal. Once again, I'm Paul Higgins along with Josh Morris, and when you get set to watch this, which athlete do you like? You've got Alina, of course. She's a fantastic athlete. She thought she could make it to the final, taking on Yulia, last year's champion. Who do you give the edge to this to?
I think Yulia has the edge. She was a little faster this morning. She's last year's champion. She's a little bit more used to this whole format, but it really is anybody's game because Alina is the world #1 in the World Cup circuit.
Yulia was upset by Tita Sapita, who is in the final and gets an opportunity to repeat on the top podium. So here we go. We're off to a good start, especially on the left with Alina.
That's right, Alina with a great start. Remember, Yulia had that false start, so that probably held her up a little bit. Alina making quick work through there, but Yulia, I think we've got a good head-to-head right here.
Up onto the second roof, that's 1 meter wide. Yulia, who had she slipped again.
She slipped.
It
looks like Alina is going to take it. That slip probably was
look at that. So the bronze medal. How about this bronze medal round? Yulia slips again. Alina takes advantage of it, and she is pumped up and winning the bronze medal in the women's speed climbing final here at the 2014 Kia World Extreme Games. What a great showing. We're set for our gold medal round right here, side by side, head to head, two outstanding athletes as we get ready for our gold medal climb at the 2014 Kia World Extreme Games. And tomorrow takes on Tita Sapita. Tomorrow, Kuznetsova takes on Tita Sapita. Tita won a silver medal last year. I almost said gold, but Tita, of course, and Tamara. Here's a good look at Tita Sapita. You know that experience might pay off right here.
Well, actually, last year, Tita Sapita upset Tamara to go to the semifinal and ultimately make it to the gold medal match. So this is a repeat. So far, it looks like Sapita and Tamara have about the same time in terms of their fastest times. So it's going to be anybody's game here.
Look at on the left, you see Kosanova, and she is not dancing. She is actually going through her routine, going up that wall.
It's all part of the mental training for speed climbers. They want to try and memorize the movements and lock those into their heads so that when they're moving, they're just grabbing the holds and they know exactly where to go.
Tita Sapita on the right, and she has a little trouble as they get to the first roof. On the left, Tamara, a little bit of a lead there.
That's right, but the bottom section favors the tall climbers. You see how Sapita makes up some time through that gray blob. Now it looks like it's really up to anybody
to the wire here. On the left, Tamara hits it first.
Oh!
Tamara Kuznetsova comes away with the championship, the gold medal.
And that was an incredible run. Tamara went 24 seconds, Sapita 25 seconds, just knocking an incredible amount of time off. What a great match. Sapita almost caught her.
And at the very last second, she looks over, hits the touchpad, and she knows that she won it in under 25 seconds. Amazing.
Outstanding.
Here's a look at our final standings on the women's speed climbing medal round. Tamara Kuznetsova, she wins gold. Tita Sapita and Alina takes bronze. Don't go away. There's more extreme action coming up after the break. All eyes are on the men's speed climbing finals. Welcome back to the Kia World Extreme Games, the 2014 edition, and we welcome you once again to the climbing wall.
In the qualifying round, it's really important to have a top time because you end up with the highest seed, which means you are always against lower seeded climbers.
Takes on Tatana Roxashad, and obviously a very good athlete.
Sergey, 30 years old, been in this event many times before. Tatsana Raksashad, only 16 years old, the Thai champion. So even if he loses, he's going to learn a lot from the veteran.
It's really amazing. 16 years old on the right side, and there he goes, Sergey on the left, and he quickly gets out there about even here at the 7-meter mark.
But there you can see Sergey's power. Watch him pull through that gray volume. You see how quickly he covers 3-4 meters on the wall, and now he's going to probably take it a little bit easy. He slipped earlier, but then see? If they slow down, sometimes it's just you speak too soon. 21.2 seconds. Tatsana Raksa shot with 22 seconds. That's an incredible time to lose on. And watch his power here. He pulls straight through, right hand up, and he just keeps moving, covering about 4 or 5 meters in just a second or two.
Basamawem taking on Mazida.
Mazida's got his work cut out for him here. If he's going to win, he's going to have to use some of that explosive jumping climbing that you like to see. We call that a dyno in climbing. And all of the Chinese athletes this morning have been doing that. Whereas Basa is taller, he can reach through some of the moves without jumping. So watch the difference in their technique here.
Basa on your left. We get off to a clean start. So far, we haven't seen any false starts. If there is a false start, they'll do it once again.
And Basa is just powerful and strong. Well, he just looks so solid.
He qualified 4th for this event this morning, and you could very well see him in the final as well. Very comfortable on the wall. Look at it, under 20. That's the fastest time.
That's the fastest time yet. I think Basa is going to give Sergey a run for his money, and
they'll face each other next.
Yeah, that's semifinal A.
Aspar now will take on Chongqi Xin, and I'm kind of thinking that Chongqi Xin might be the guy that advances, but again, you never know.
He's a favorite. He's 3rd in the world right now. He's a veteran of this event. He's won, but so has Aspar. And as I said before, you can't forget about the Indonesians. They're always faster. And last time, Aspar knocked 7 seconds off of his morning time.
And he came into this round of 16, ranked 15th. Oh, slip.
That could do it, but there, Chongqi Xin had to take a double take there. Let's see what happens.
Almost even as they get to the next roof.
They both dyno into the roof, but look at how quickly Chongqi Xin unlocked that sequence. And that's the pressure of the Indonesian on your heels. Some guys, they tend to go a little slower in the semifinals, and you notice the Indonesians end up not facing each other because they have guys at the bottom of the bracket and the top of the bracket. I think that may have been planned. Aspar may have planned to go faster in the final round and do just what he needed to get in.
Psychology. Yuliento taking Evgeny.
Yuliento, a fierce competitor. He's got a lot more experience in this type of event, but Evgeny is the world record holder in the standard route. Evgeny able to power through the bottom section, but where Yuliento will be able to catch him are on these technical moves. Let's see how they get through the roof. This is the
Josh, they're almost dead even. That's slip.
Oh, and he slips.
And we have to keep an eye on Yuliento to make sure he doesn't slip. He knows that his competitor has slipped, and he is very excited about that. Take a look at the slip right here on the left side of the wall.
Now watch his right foot. He presses, and he's going to cross dyno to the yellow hold, and he just misses the yellow. The middle part is the good part. He went too far. That's what happens in the excitement of the competition.
And he knew it. Yuliento will take on Aspar in the semifinal. Sergey Sinitsyn, who won this event last year, takes on his counterpart, Basamawem. And Basamawem came into this semifinal with the fastest time today, just under 21 seconds. One of these two climbers out of this bracket could very well win the event.
I think you're going to see a sub 20-second time in this match.
And they're both off to a clean start.
Bassa had a good jump on the start, but watch Sergey through his power section. He's gonna, look at that. There he's just cruising through the top.
He meets the 11 meters first, still on.
And it looks like Bassa has
fallen
fallen.
off. It's under 20
Under
seconds.
20.
So Sergey, we'll see you in the final. Our second semifinal, Aspar will take on Yuliento. And this is a tough one to call right here. I mean, this is anyone's, as you say, anyone's guess on this bracket, this semifinal number 2.
Both of these guys are going to be good to watch, and they have very similar styles. And Yuliento with a little, but Aspar just moving so quickly through with those jumps.
1/3 of the course
Dynoing to
left.
the roof, and that looks like that could be the difference for Aspar, because he was able to get up to the roof faster. And look at that,
Aspar.
fastest time so far, 19.1. Watch him through this section. Dyno to the big block and immediately gets that left foot up, and he's moving straight to the next one. Left foot up quickly, watch the Dyno into the roof. 2 hands, and then he's immediately controlling and pulling past the roof.
Our semifinals are in the books, which leads us to our bronze medal climb. Bassa Mawem taking on Abudza Yuliento.
Very different styles from both of these climbers. You'll see Yuliento. You'll see. There, watch Yuliento off the start. He's really fast, but Bassa must have had a little bit of a slip up at the start. He's way behind. He's gonna have to have his work cut out for him to get through. This is the part that he slipped on last time, but watch his power. He's just gonna skip those holds, and he passes Yuliento in the roof.
Whoa.
And who was it? Yuliento wins by 1/10 of a second.
It's really amazing. Watch as they go through the 9-meter mark on a huge jump
Yuliento
here.
dynoing up to the gray volume and gets his left foot up in the volume quickly.
Sergey Sinitsyn taking on Aspar Jalolo. And Sergey had the fastest time coming into this event. And he is ready. He has been the toughest climber to face all day.
He has, though in that last round, Aspar just came out of nowhere and dropped his time. These guys have almost identical times coming into the final. Very different styles. Russian style is very precise. Russian style is very precise. The Indonesian style, very fast and dynamic.
Just head-to-head competition. First person to touch a touchpad wins a gold medal, and they're off. Sergey on the left, Aspar on the right. Sergey with a little bit of a lead, but then Aspar starting to pass him.
But don't count out Sergey. Watch Aspar move through the roof.
This has been the difference maker all day right here. Sergey in second place. Aspar, looks like he's gonna do it, and he does!
Incredible. Aspar just had a perfect run. Watch Sergey with a little slip right there. That left foot coming off of that tiny foothold, and that looks like that's what cost Sergey. He looked so good all day, but that one mistake, when you get to the final, that's all it takes.
There is your gold medal champion for the 2014 Men's Speed Climbing Finals. And take a look at that. That's an amazing picture right there. It's our podium winners who are also comrades in the sport of speed climbing. Congratulations. Once again, some of the greatest action sports athletes in the world have come and gone to Shanghai, China. The city is still buzzing with all the great memories these athletes leave us with. Until next year, I'm Paul Higgins. Thank you for watching the 2014 Kia World Extreme Games from Shanghai, China.